Hi, I'm Leonard Elschenbroich. I'm a cellist. I'm here in Mexico City to play 2 concerts with the OFUNAM on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. My grandfather was a composer and a pianist, and my mother was a musician, but she wasn't a professional musician, and she always wanted to be a cellist when she was young. But she played piano and somehow didn't work out, so she suggested it when I was 5, and I immediately really liked the instrument, so I kept going and been doing it all my life. I think making music with other people is one of the best ways to connect with one another in a very deep way and in a very subconscious way, in a very unconscious way, and creating something together that is greater than the sum of its parts is a very good experience, I think, for a good social experience. And striving for excellence, artistic excellence, is one of the most, for me, the most rewarding feeling. More than anything that anybody can give you, it's the most rewarding experience you can have. And I have been working for 5 years now with an orchestra in Bolivia. I discovered a group of young musicians, small group, who were desperate to make music on a high level, and they didn't have a hall to play in, and they didn't have any financial support, and I didn't have teachers at that point. And I played with them, and I was so amazed with their level and with their determination and their desire to make music that I decided to support them. And in very short amount of time, we have grown this orchestra from a few musicians to a full symphony orchestra. We have 75 musicians, and we just did a Mahler symphony with all the repertoire. So it shows how quickly this can grow if the passion and the desire is there, and just a few people give a little bit of help in the right moments. The second Concierto of Kabalevsky, I think, is one of the rare pieces that are really underperformed, but that really need to be more known. And I think the reason that it's not very well known has more to do with the other music that Kabalevsky has written and the prejudice people have towards the music of Kabalevsky as opposed to the piece itself. So it's a real discovery for anybody who hasn't heard it. I love performing it. I've performed many times. I've recorded it, and it was premiered by my favorite cellist, Daniel Shafran, for whom it was written. So I always feel a connection with that history, and I feel like I'm in those footsteps. And it's incredibly dramatic, incredibly virtuosic, impactful, fascinating, and very touching piece of music. My cello was made by Matteo Gorfiller, who is like Stradivari, who's the most famous cello violin maker. He's one of maybe the top 3. It was built in Venice in 1693, and I've played it on loan since I was 19. I'm 32 now, so I played for 12, 13 years, and I really grew up with this instrument. I always travel with it. I bring it everywhere.
So you have a special relationship with this?
Yeah, it's you do form a relationship with your instrument because you spend more time with it probably than with any person, and you always travel together, and it's the only constant in my life, actually, because I'm always traveling, always playing with different musicians, different pieces, different time zones, but having my own cello with me all the time, it gives me the sense that I'm not completely alone, and we kind of going through all this together. Oh, this hall is fantastic. It's beautiful. It sounds great. I was listening to rehearsal. It sounds very clear, very warm. It's a very nice atmosphere, very on stage and in the audience. So great. It's really better.
So you have good expectations to the concert this weekend?
Yeah, I really look forward to the concert. We have another rehearsal tomorrow, and then 2 concerts, and I look forward to it. On December 2nd at 8 p.m. and December 3rd at 12 noon, I'll be playing the great Kabalevsky Concerto No. 2 with the OFUNAM at Sala Nezahualcóyotl with Roland Solman. Would be great to see some of you there. It's a fantastic piece, and it's my pleasure to play it here for my first visit to Mexico. Vive a la OFUNAM.
Thank you.